All right. So I got a Saturday off last week, and we went to a place, local bar here, to watch some college football, and we had not been there before. And there was a big bar, and then next to it was a table like connected to the bar that was low to the ground, and I didn't really understand it. Okay. My buddy next to me said, "No, that's probably for lack of a better word, for someone in a wheelchair or handicap." I said, "Okay, but that's not who's sitting there now." He goes, "No, that's just very true." I go, "So what is it?" He goes, "Well, that's what I would guess it is." Well, I mean, I'm watching as people were getting up and sitting down, getting up and sitting down, different people the whole time. Finally, I had enough in me, and I went over to the waitress. I go, "What is this little table, and why is it here?" And she said, "It is in case someone comes in with a wheelchair." I go, "Well, don't you think you should mark it like with some kind of handicap symbol or leave it open? Like, what happens if someone like that walks in? Are they supposed to say, 'Excuse me, now that they're here, you have to move out of the seat'?" That seat should be available at all times for that and be clearly marked. Otherwise, that's not what it is. You're just letting anybody sit there. So if someone came, so it's just, this is very Larry David, right, Matt? Very, very Larry David, because he would be the one sitting there and would have to move, and he would be talking about how it's
Refuse.
not marked. But I
You would
do think it's
refuse.
wrong. I'm of course okay with that because if looking at it, it was the right level and everything like that for someone like that to sit there. But you got to mark it and you have to leave it open. Otherwise, what do you do? Tell them to move? Hard boiled on just not doing the right thing.
And
Finally,
finally,
finally. I've had YouTube TV for 3 freaking months now, right? NBC, of course, they almost went off the air. They went black. They didn't. They worked it out in the final hour. Fox, same thing. Worked it out in the final hour. Guess who didn't work it out? Disney. So I no longer have Disney. I no longer have ESPN. I no longer have FX on YouTube TV. And we're going on a week now. A week.
Yep.
What was I thinking? I know that I wanted to save money, but I also want to be able to watch ESPN. Now, but the silver lining is guess who spent way too much freaking money for the ESPN Unlimited? I can give it to everyone anyway. Hard boiled though. Come on. Freaking put it on. What are we talking about here? Do you think that this negotiation is about ESPN Unlimited? Because I think it has something to do with it. Because you said, Matt, you said that your Verizon has it.
it
So they
does.
negotiated it. And you didn't have to pay any more, correct?
Correct. It was included. Well, I mean,
That
I have to subscribe to ESPN cable linear. Yeah, yeah.
okay. What I'm saying is I think this is part of it. I think they want it for nothing. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean? I think, but they're not saying that. They're
No,
not
correct.
saying,
Because when they announced all the cable lineups that were supporting ESPN Unlimited to where you didn't have to subscribe if you had this already, YouTube TV was not one of them, and everybody